We've saved the world with Yami no Games. Translators know that means Shadow Game. We've seen the end of an era, but now we're going back to zero. Join us as ShibuyaKaiba. You had all these chapters you could adapt, and you kept the one where she's chloroformed by a goblin. Shora.
Guys, help. I challenged a kid to fucking Dragon Block. Oh no!
Calamity Carl.
Hey, ShibuyaKaiba, the perfect way to pay off our bills. You ever heard of a casting couch?
And Bio-Roxas.
Time for a shadow game, a shadow mini-golf game.
Watch through Toei's original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, and using the power of the Millennium microphone. I don't know, fuck around in Domino for 28 episodes in a movie? Probably. No wonder you were singing it, motherfucker! Oh my god. Hi, welcome to Millennium Mike. I'm just gonna put this out there. Before we started recording, I hopped into the call. Shora was AFK, and as he's coming back, he's singing distantly the There Goes Hawaii, there goes Hawaii.
Oh, that's because when Shora joined, I had my microphone right next to my speakers, and the second Shora joined, I started playing it.
Okay, that's also very funny. Shora, did you have that playing before today, or when you jumped in call?
No, I originally had something different, but that one just came to me in a moment of genius, and I was like, oh, it's a perfectly crafted bullet.
That is a perfect shot that you just took. Congratulations on not missing.
I never do.
And I'd say sometimes you do, but like,
Damn.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I did miss? That first episode of this fucking...
Hey, you know what
this
did
fucking
miss?
shit.
Every episode that was about sexual harassment today. Hey, everybody, welcome!
Now, let me just say that I do have to go to church and repent for my sins for writing down the word nursey.
Jesus Christ.
Please do.
You know what? Don't excuse me. I don't want to know. Do not mention it again.
It's like the Clussy, but with nurses.
That's worse than what I was thinking. I thought you were just being like, oh, nursey, please.
No.
I swear
no.
to fucking God with you.
That nurse pussy, baby.
Hi, welcome to the Twitter preview. This is the Twitter preview. We're peaking early today.
God damn.
If I don't start with nurse pussy, what do we start with?
Man.
Carl really saw Jonouchi going to the hospital to visit his younger sister and said, pussy!
I was like, hey, yo, this nurse, though?
Oh,
Damn,
man.
you really are the Joey, because he
wounds.
too was down bad for that bitch. Anyway.
I'm down bad every day. Hey, everyone, welcome to Millennium Microphone.
So, getting away from that, like as far away as humanly possible. How's everyone doing?
Oh, you know.
I was doing good.
What happened? Did someone change that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I wonder why I'm like this, and I open Twitter and see someone retweeting a tweet that says, the chemical imbalances in my brain nussy. So, I mean... I think I have my answer.
My brother in Christ, unfollow these people on Twitter. I'm fucking begging you.
I do a T-pose and start ascending into heaven while Kawaii Tasakaiba plays.
Yeah. Other than, starting this podcast, week's been good.
That's fair. That's entirely fair.
Things have definitely been happening.
It's been a time.
Sure has been a week.
I managed to trick 2 of the summer kids we have with the, what's that on your shirt, and then flicking their nose bit.
Fuck yeah.
I feel so powerful.
You should. Imagine falling for that in 2022.
Right?
How old are these kids, for reference?
Like, one I think is 16 and the other one's like 18.
Oh, at that point, they ought to know better. Fuck them.
They're old enough to know better.
fucking excuse.
Okay, wait. Set the scene. Tell us about it. What'd you do?
Oh, the first one was coming back from the deli around the corner with breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, hey, what's up? And I was like, what's that on your shirt? And he looked down and I went, bonk. And he immediately threw his arms up like, I can't fucking believe I fell for that. I'm hysterical walking away from him.
At least he understood the shame of the moment.
Second one, I just gotten into work and I walked into a room where one of them was working.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me, he's like, hey man, how's it going? And I went, what's that on your shirt? And he looks down and went, Boink! And he went, I can't believe it. I was like, two of you now have gotten for that. You understand how dire this is.
That's just funny as fuck, though.
It's fucking funny, dog.
Why were you harassing these kids?
Oh, because they're the summer kids. And, you know, I am their boss, so I must torture them while they're there.
Gotcha.
So Yu-Gi-Oh, am I right?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah?
Season 0?
Are we all
episode
good?
13?
Listen, I'm trying to think of a good segue. I got fucking nothing. Head empty. No thoughts.
So
Which is bad for the
Like
podcast.
you stepped on the Segway and it just like took off from under your feet and you're just floating in midair with the pieces of the handlebars in your hands.
No, what happened is that I tried stepping on the Segway. I put my weight on my heel and not my toes, and then the Segway just like fucking slammed into my face. I fell backwards. I'm in the middle of falling in slow motion, and my face is just deadpan as I'm about to hit the ground and eat ass.
Damn.
You got up on it and then it just like explodes in a dust cloud and you see the Segway taking off, and when the dust cloud clears, it's just you lying dead on the floor.
Specifically in the Peter Griffin pose, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So, full disclosure, I watched the first 3 episodes of my viewing last night while I was exhausted.
Okay.
Mhm.
And, oh, dear God, this first fucking episode.
I know. You showed
Lit-
me the preview image last recording, and I have never felt more like I wanted to kill somebody.
I knew
know
it was
this
coming.
one.
It was just that this is still my least favorite chapter in the manga.
Yeah.
And honestly, at a certain point, I got to a fucking point with this episode where I passed the fucking disgust and anger, and all I could do is sit there and go, why does this guy sound like a normal human being? He looks like a Weevil Underwood type of character. Give him an annoying voice. At least then I can be extra angry.
Yeah, it's not the fucking voice I was expecting at all.
I thought this
Honestly.
was Bakura at first. I thought this was like
Yeah, he
season 0
stole
Bakura.
Bakura's hair. It's so fucked up. It's all right. I'm just gonna officially move us into the episode. So
Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0.
episode 13.
Season 0, episode 13.
Targeting a schoolgirl, the fang of a great prediction. That's
Is that
the
what it's
literal
called?
title of this episode.
Is that actually
Or
what
like
it's called?
the fang of a predator. Get this man away from school.
Yes, Bio, that is the literal title of this episode.
You think he's like actually a high schooler, or do you think he's just like one of
He
those
is.
short gremlins
He
that
is
like
a high- he
pretends?
is a high
Unfortunately,
schooler.
he is a high schooler.
No,
High
no, no,
school
no,
student
I'm
in
saying,
the
like-
school.
Yeah, I know he goes to that school, but do you guys actually think he goes to that school?
Yes.
I think he's like a 40-year-old short person.
Unfortunately, they knew him, so...
Half of the people in Domino are unfortunately like either vertically challenged or
Vertically
like just look disgusting,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
really weird. Domino's, they put something in the water
Yeah,
supply.
right? There's
these
some kind of
past
testing
18
going on
years
there.
for these kids to end up like this. I'll tell you what.
Now I know you mean Domino City, but it's not like you just went Domino's and I just started thinking of the pizza place.
Pizza. Fuck, I want some pizza. Damn it.
Just to share a little behind-the-scenes information with you guys,
Mhm.
the voice actor for this fucking creeper, this fucking sexual harasser,
Oh, no.
fake prediction dude,
Which famous VA is it going to be?
it's a famous VA that you guys will know for a few different roles.
Will I?
I'm gonna target Carl with the bullet first.
Arr.
Buggy the Clown.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh, you're going to hurt me in a second, but that's funny as fuck that you open on the clown.
Shibuya, Bio.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is kind of a 2-for-1, I think.
Oh, no.
Vexen and Kuwabara.
Vexen?
Okay, Vexen makes perfect sense. Vexen's
does
also a
make
fucking
sense.
freak.
Yep.
Kuwabara hurts. But I watch it dubbed and not subbed, so I'm good.
I don't know how I didn't notice it was fucking Shigeru Chiba.
Don Kanonji from Bleach. Iggy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh god, he's Iggy! Fuck, he is Iggy! No!
Raditz from Dragon Ball. Oh, and Kefka from Final Fantasy 12.
Kefka.
See, that and
tracks.
Buggy just feel correct.
Right? Yeah.
And Vexen, frankly.
Let's not forget, he also voices the morphers in fucking Zunin Sentai Kyoryuger.
That's funny.
He voices the guns and also shows up as the Purple Ranger and he goes, I'm the one who voices the guns, you idiots!
That's funny as fuck, honestly.
It's a good season. And he goes to transform and throws out his back.
There's just a bullet for everybody in this list. Holy shit.
Okay, you guys.
That's so unfortunate.
I have a very sad announcement.
Oh?
I had my first negative reactions towards Miho in this episode.
Let's go!
He's been
You
converted!
understand.
Yeah!
You get the vision.
Because I don't remember what I said, but I just have ... Does all Miho care about his money?
Yes.
Yes!
More or less,
Yes.
actually.
She straight up said that she can't wait to meet a rich person,
Right? Yeah,
someone
something
who
like
can
that.
get an inheritance, something like that.
And I was like, oh, well, I see how it is.
Yeah, exactly. I was like fine with it before, and now it's like, oh, she only cares about money. She's just a
That
gold
mask
digger.
has
All right,
just
gotcha, understood.
Balling all the way off.
Yeah, she kind of just fucking sucks, always. And when you realize that, she becomes the most insufferable person.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she becomes the most insufferable person by existing in the first place, but okay.
Well, this is the one episode where there's a moment and I'm like, okay, you've made me laugh at anything involving Miho. You get the pass. But unfortunately, it comes from the Predator, so we'll get to that.
Honestly, most of these episodes didn't have much cardboard in them, so I'm fine with them. I was able to ignore the fucking wet cardboard a lot easier today.
My third note in is Honda. I cannot let you go with Joey Yugi to see the fortune teller because you're going with me instead. I need to see if I get my dick wet in that soggy cardboard.
Oh, God.
Christ.
There goes Hawaii.
Not yet. Hawaii's fine for now.
You're right. I have to save that bit for...
You need to save that, because that is a precious bullet.
I'm sorry. I just realized that the beat for There Goes Hawaii fits really well with the words soggy wet pussy.
What?
I'm gonna fucking scream. Directly in your ear. It will be loud. You will despise it.
It's deserved. At this point, it's deserved. I'm broken as a human being.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah. Fuck you. Not you, Bio. I'm sorry. I heard the fucking drill downstairs, and I was like, are you for real?
Yeah, that construction crew
Oh,
really is
man.
not letting up.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
okay. I hear it.
Yeah.
They're fighting back.
Oh, God.
Go challenge them to a
Come
shadow
for my
game.
feet.
So fun fact, in the manga, Kokorano, his first appearance is in Chapter 5, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel 5, False Prophet. More or less, this episode is... They expand upon a lot, obviously, but it is more or less a fairly true retelling of the manga chapter with a couple of changes, most notably in the shadow game that they play.
Oh, where they drop the bottles of chloroform?
Yeah.
In the manga, the game is a little different. Rather than dropping them from the ceiling, they literally have a single bottle of chloroform on a table covered in slips of paper that they have to take turns yanking paper off the table and trying not to tip over the bottle.
Doesn't it also happen in a karaoke bar? I miss if you said that part.
I don't think it doesn't happen in a karaoke bar. There's a different chapter that covers that one. That's a dude who plays music too
I'm
Yeah,
messing
it's a
that up.
different
Well, where
dude.
was it that happened in this one? Was it
I
still
think
in
it's
a
still
classroom?
just the science lab, because where else is this kid gonna find fucking chloroform?
Why does a school have chloroform?
He probably looked up how to make it on the early 90s internet.
Ah.
It took him 3 hours, but that bitch was dedicated to getting pussy without consent, so you know.
Yeah.
In the manga, the game was called Paper Crash. Players had to pull sheets of paper out from underneath the bottle of chloroform without letting it fall. Kokoranu tried to use his powers to levitate the bottle, but wound up knocking himself out with it instead.
What?
Yeah, it's very funny. Because he's determined to prove that he actually has these powers, even though he is a complete hack fraud. So he's like, you're right, I can just levitate it with my mind. And he starts cackling as he starts pulling the paper. And there's a moment where he just thinks that he's done it. And then it hard cuts in the next page to him pass the fuck out on the floor. It's very funny.
Really funny.
Oh, man.
I hate this child, but this child has one line that's really fucking good, where he's just like, oh, you two are the only ones who haven't come to see me tell fortunes yet. Fuck this bitch, because she doesn't take life seriously. Fuck her. But you, Anzu. And, like, that was a funny one-off line, but then I remembered what he was going to do to Anzu later, and I wanted to strangle him. I wanted to see the life fade from his eyes. This kid deserves it. This kid was going to do things.
Yep.
Half of my notes are I wish violence upon this fucker. Also, I had a very good note that was just this episode be like. I love the Demi Lovato post. Get a job. Stay away from her. So funny.
Pretty good.
Thank you. It just came to me while I was watching, and I was like, this is the bit of joy I needed right now in the midst of all this.
I need more stories where the fortune teller shows up and is actually a fortune teller and is actually, like, ends up becoming their friend. Because they're like, I need to know more about what the fuck's going on in your life.
Yeah,
like
she's
in Kamen Rider Ryuki.
Oh my god. I was like, this is very specific. Where is this going?
Like a Kamen Rider Ryuki, where a fortune teller shows up and goes, my predictions are always correct. And he just starts hanging out with him and is just like, fuck it, let's hang out. Yeah, we're both riders. Fuck it. Let's kick it, dog.
So for Kamen Rider, is it like they have motorcycles? Is that the whole rider bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Typically a motorcycle.
Except for one. No, except for like 3 who have cars.
Well, one who has a car, one who has a fucking hover cycle thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
gets used all of once.
Oh.
Recent riders have sort of ditched the bike thing or made it very minimal. And it's very funny.
It's because Japanese bike laws are really strict.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they get permits and they get professional drivers to dress up in these suits and just, like, ride it down the highway for a shot or two.
I don't know if I'd say the recent ones haven't been doing it. 0-1 did it, and Saber did it quite a bit.
Saber had the shitty CG bike, but...
It's funny.
They also, with Revice, just wanted to do something a little different.
Yeah, so he has, like, a hover cycle. It's kind of
And they made an actual fucking hover cycle.
They did, and they used it once, and then it's so CG funny. Once, and then it never shows up again.
It's so funny.
It's really good.
They fucking put that thing in, like, one promotional episode, and that was it.
Well, because it was one of the early form power-ups, so it shows up once and then get fucked.
Yeah.
It shows up long enough for children to want the toy, and then you're done.
Yeah. So it's very funny that you can tell, like, immediately that this motherfucker is just setting everything up himself.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm just going to pull out this piece of paper from my shirt that says that there's going to be an earthquake today. All right, so open the mantle up.
Yeah, when Miho was, like, actively just like, ooh, what's under here? I was really hoping that he would just get exposed super early and they would change the entire second half of the episode to just be like, he's coping and seething, and he's, like, funny. It becomes that. That would have been a good change.
If the episode had been nothing but him cope seethe malding over fucking cardboard, that would have been the funniest shit, and it would have almost given cardboard a point in my mind of positivity.
Hey, if the episode became he tries to kill cardboard for outing him as a fraud, that would have been really sick, and we all would have fucking loved it, probably.
I wouldn't know who to root for.
I mean, fair, but that is very funny.
Does it very specifically avoid the light? Something with light's gonna befall you. Oh, and then a light just so happens to fall near Joey in the gym. Oh,
look! I predicted an earthquake would happen today in Japan.
Oh,
a country that lies on a fault line where we get earthquakes like every fucking week.
I pulled out a sheet of paper from my jacket that said that this girl would come to see me. I definitely didn't write this earlier today and stick it in my jacket for this exact moment.
Yep.
It's not like he has like 7 pieces of paper like, she'll visit me before lunch, she'll visit me during lunch, she'll visit me after lunch, I will visit her.
You think it's like a system that he has? Like he opens up his cape and there's like different pockets for for different situations. This one's for girls, this one's for earthquakes, this one's for...
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Basically.
Except they're all like stapled inside of his shirt or something. All just stuck in there.
Didn't even have the decency to hide it so that he could like open it up without causing suspicion. What an idiot. Get fucked.
You gotta think, when it gets really hot out, he's gotta be very careful of how he takes that thing off.
No, he just doesn't take it off.
Yeah, he never takes it off. He probably sleeps in it.
Then the papers get all wet and sweaty. Ugh.
That's what that fucker deserves.
They look at it and they're like, why is the ink running? And he's like, it's hot today, okay?
I'm still just not over the fact that they gave this guy an actual human being's voice.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Like, there's not a universe in my mind where he doesn't just sound like a different version of Weevil fucking Underwood.
I think it's funny that, like, the mind game shit, you know? One thing that he said was going to happen happened, so that means that he was telling the truth. So then I'm going to meet that person that he was talking about, but who could it be? Could it be the guy who saved me from that guy with a gun? The mind just sort of does things like that, and it's very funny to me.
They're high schoolers, they're gullible as shit, and it's very unfortunate.
I mean, it happens to more than high schoolers, but...
I mean, that's entirely fair.
If that had been, like, an intentional mind game on his part, that would have actually made that this episode a lot better. But knowing that it's just a pure... He didn't know that Anzu got fucking saved by some random stranger, as far as she knows. She just connected the dots on her own. It would have been really cool to see him actually, like, do the more common shtick that you get from fortune tellers and what's the word for people who perform seances and stuff, spiritualists, etc.
Yeah.
Medium, thank you. It would have been cool to see him actually do all the mind game shit that goes into that, because when you study all the shit that they have to do to make themselves come across as legitimate, it's wild.
Oh yeah? I've never looked at that.
Like,
I'm sorry, I'm really excited. I just saw the PM asking in sorry to derail this a little bit.
Okay.
I saw PM's message in Dipships. Did one of you send me a package? I'm so happy it arrived on time.
Oh no.
I got him adult diapers.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited for this.
Holy shit. Yeah, this is gonna come out way after that episode of Dipshit, so that's funny as fuck. Holy shit, dude.
Oh my god.
Hey, he's gonna send that message of like, who the fuck bought me these diapers while we're talking about like episode 14 or some shit, and it's gonna be funny as hell.
Oh, he did already.
Oh my god.
He just sent the message. Who did one of y'all send me a package? And I'm like, oh baby, tomorrow's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna keep him from opening it until it's on podcast tomorrow?
Oh, of course.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Of course.
Yeah.
If he opened it already, he's a hack fuck.
You should lie and tell him that it was a collaboration between you and Jordan so you can throw Jordan under the bus for this week.
God, I wish.
Man.
Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah? We'll get to Dipships when we get to the ad break.
I can't believe Taya actually let him like touch her hand. That was so gross.
She usually
what
was just
are you
like,
doing? Stop.
I mean, palm reading is a genuine thing, but also when Yugi was completely disgusted, I feel that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, your hand is so soft.
But Yugi got the paper trick. He was like,
he
he's probably
he
did
ca-
this, and I was like, yes.
He called that shit within the first 5 minutes, and he was like, well, I know it's fake, but it's kind of like a game, so it'd be rude of me to, like, out him.
I thought of that like manga meme where the girl is like looking at the TV and she's like, he's just like me for real.
That's not a girl, that's the main character. Chainsaw Me.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? All right, no idea.
That's Denji.
Yes, Denji. I hate that Yugi called him out for it, and he was like, what proof do you have? And it's like,
Just rip off.
Yugi?
Just rip it off.
Yugi?
Open your coat.
That's quite a bold claim. What makes you think that? I don't really have proof. If you tell him to open the mantle, you'll have plenty of proof.
Yeah, the proof he has is open your coat, fucker. Expose the inside of that thing.
Also, like, he got a little jealous. He's a little jealous boy.
It's fine.
Yeah, don't touch her fucking hand.
It's fine. He gets his moment.
The words from heaven prophecy was pretty good. I liked that.
Yeah. That one I believe is ripped straight from the manga, where it's just like, words from heaven will strike you down. Oh yeah, the bookshelf. The bookshelf is about to kill this child.
So good. I was like, that's a good.
It's very good.
I like it.
I'm glad that Yami swapped in at that moment and not only jumped out of the way, but caught him running off. Just like, a literal sneaky boy.
Yeah, and then it just like cuts to Taya getting chloroformed, and I was like, did that just happen?
Unfortunately.
I was like, what?
Yeah, that is the same as the manga.
I touch your boopy.
When he said, what was it? Your destiny is to put your body in my hands. I believe my note was, all caps, me screaming, I am going to beat you to death and I won't even bother making it look like an accident, you fucking freak.
Yeah, that's real fucking scummy.
It's disgusting. Hate that. But it's okay, Yami beats his ass and descends him to hell, so it's all good.
Yeah, and then we get the Shadow game, which unfortunately the Toei anime does not assign the Shadow games any like specific names, which is a damn shame considering the manga actually gave each and every one of them a name. Like having a name like Paper Crash associated would have been so nice. But
we can make up names. Like I can think of one right now. It's Chloroform O'Clock.
I could come up with one. It's this sleepy snore snooze time.
I mean, going by Kazuki Takahashi's naming scheme, I was just going to go with Bottle Drop.
That's valid.
Fuck, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Hey, it's alright. It's alright.
There was that Don't Wake Up Dad game. Did you guys ever play that?
Oh,
Don't wake
yeah.
Daddy.
I know which one you're thinking of. Oh, God.
Don't wake Daddy.
I saw the ads for that and I always hated it as a kid.
Oh yeah, I never played it.
Gross.
I just always saw it on like Nickelodeon or something.
Scared the
Yeah.
shit out of me all the
Yeah.
time. I used to have it as a kid. It sucked.
Like, I had Perfection as a kid and that always stressed me the fuck out. I couldn't imagine playing a game where, like, if you wake up the dad, you fucking lose. Ugh. Hate that.
This episode's Shadow game. Based on Paper Crash, the rules were 5 strings were connected to a clock, each string connected to a chloroform bottle. Every minute, the minute hand would cut a string, causing a bottle to fall. Each player would take turns catching the falling bottle. It was not known what string was connected to what bottle. Pretty simple, really.
It is funny that they had, like, a minute between bottles, but because of how late in the episode the game started, it felt like there was only, like, 20 seconds in between, at most. Because if you have a minute between bottles, you can pretty much figure out, like, what string is going where unless they're tangled to complete shit.
I love the idea of Dark Yugi just summoning, like, shadow demons to set up these games.
Sucked.
It's just very funny to imagine a bunch of, like, fucking little shadow demon goblins being like,
No, you gotta tie it like this. You gotta tie it like that. You gotta fucking connect it to that.
It's
Hey.
the fucking delinquent duos demons just showing up.
No, better
Just
idea.
like, come on, you gotta tie it like this, dude. You gotta make it tight.
It's the delinquent duos and one wretched goes to the attic.
fun fact. Fun fact, there is a shadow game that involves a Karibo-like creature. Specifically, winged Karibo, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga-exclusive Tragodia shadow game. Weighing of the Heart.
Oh.
What the fuck?
So that's fun.
That's crazy.
That seems sick.
Oh, the trip where he freaking throws out his whatever Millennium necklace. That was awesome.
That was
Yeah.
really
Oh
fun.
yeah, where
so
he catches
cool.
the bottle with the puzzle.
The Millennium
so
necklace.
good.
The Millennium necklace.
Does he ever lose? He can't lose a game, right?
I mean,
Well,
he probably could, but
Plot armor dictates he can't, but like, if it's not a shadow game, in theory, he could just lose one.
Mm.
He could take an L at some point. Like Yugi takes the L to the nurse at first.
I like that while he has to always win, they do give him like moments of, you know, making they make it seem more believable that he could actually lose at some of the games he plays, and it's very nice.
Mm.
Yeah. Because
And if he lost, then he wouldn't be Yu-Gi-Oh! He would just be Yugi.
Why?
Exactly.
yeah, that's true.
Oh, is O king? Oh.
Because O means king. He wouldn't be the king of games if he lost a game.
He would just be game.
He would just be of games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck this little freak. I hate him, but also this episode gave us one big thing,
Okay.
which was Taya being dragged away or carried away, not dragged. He didn't grab her by the wrist and fucking go unga bunga carry her out. Carrying her out bridal style, and she notices a mark on the man who saved her hand, and then notices the same mark on little Yugi's hand.
We're setting up the thought.
Yeah, we're starting to get the hints that somebody might have a brain cell and figure this out on their own.
Yeah. Not Yugi.
Could it be? Did this little son of a bitch save my life 2 times?
All right, and on that note, I'm going to move us ahead to episode 14.
They did a close-up on that little freak's face, and I fucking hated every second of it. Season 0, episode 14.
Bahuka Gemu de Saiko Detto. In a bomb game, the worst date.
Hey,
So before the episode actually started, where I was watching it, they had this little preview image. that made me
yes,
lose my
I saw
mind.
that image too. I was dying. I was like, wait, does Yugi get turned into a baby in this episode?
It's really fucking good.
It's just very funny.
Here's the clean screenshot of just him also.
He looked like he looked like a
Just the
freaking
Surskin
toddler in this one.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
weird.
very
It's
funny,
so
especially
weird.
considering what
It's very
the
strong,
context is for
right?
that image. But
Yeah. It was very it was very odd to watch. Like, this episode was weird.
yeah, but no, this episode actually, we went from one of the worst chapters just because of the content to one of my favorite standalone chapters in early Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, people can talk about the arcs all they want, but as far as standalone games go, I think this might be my favorite.
Oh, the flower clock? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's even different in the manga.
Oh, yeah?
Because remember, they have to stretch this out for a whole episode.
It's based on cards. Yeah, in the manga, they base it off of a set of playing cards, like poker cards.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, like, Yugi has to play a weird version of solitaire in order to make sure that the cars don't end up blowing up. And it's somewhat luck-based. So, like, there's no guarantee. Whereas this one is, like, pure skill. And frankly, I think this is one of the coolest episodes where they made changes to lengthen it out. And it sort of works to its own benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like the idea of the skill game.
So, fun fact, the character of the bomber in this episode,
Yeah.
did any of you recognize that voice?
I didn't
No.
recognize the voice now. I was too busy pogging the entire time.
Yeah.
The voice of the bomber has a very distinctive voice, because he's a very, very well-known Japanese VA. Ryusei Nakao, voice of Frieza.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Man. I love that Joey ended up all alone in this episode. It's very funny.
So-
Car number 3 will blow up in 5 minutes. 10 episodes later. Anyway.
Yeah.
Third
This
joke
episode is
aside.
this episode is a little too real.
Why?
It reminded me back in 99.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of people died. It's a scary moment.
Oh.
I can't believe this dude just talks like the fucking Riddler.
Riddle
So,
me this,
hey-
Inspector. Who's a bitch?
So,
It's you!
so hey, Shibuya.
What's up?
Shibuya, you remember when I said that I had a different intro quote initially?
Oh, was it about him?
Originally, like, my first rough draft idea of an intro quote for this week was going to be me just going, "Hey, Carl. Big or small?"
What would the correct answer have been? Or would there have been no correct answer and you would have just...
I would have just played a fucking explosion noise either way.
That's funny as fuck.
Good. Good.
It's good.
Mr. Detective, what can carry people across large distances and goes through the air?
A blimp?
Close?
I mean, technically
Birds.
you're right, but that's not the answer I was looking for, so get fucked!
Your mother?
Now, where would one of these devices be going to if a place had an association with a fruit? A rather large one.
A peach? Like James and the Giant Peach?
No.
That's
Still
not.
wrong.
That's C. That's not air.
Oh my god, they hit the Pentagon.
Japan did know ahead of time. It's just that it was all being told through riddles, so they couldn't stop it.
Oh no! Come on, man.
First Timaeus and the legendary dragons couldn't stop it. Now this?
Please. I love Yugi just going, I love amusement parks, which is subtle foreshadowing to how Kaiba will ruin all the things he loves while attempting to murder this child. Please look forward to later.
This is the second time that I referenced Kamen Rider in my notes.
Which one was this one?
I'm just like, bomb threat in a pool? It's just Kamen Rider at this point. Because there was an episode of O's where there was a bomb in an amusement park.
You're right, shit. Yeah.
And also, there was an episode of Kuga where there's a monster that shows up in swimming pools exclusively.
Yeah, I believe
And just
that.
drags people under and fucking drowns them.
Whoa.
That's fucked up.
Yikes.
Yeah, Kuga's fucked up generally.
I love how, like, Teia's brain is like, oh, Yugi came and saved me when I was in danger, so let me go, like, try to drown myself. That's like,
we can pretend to be drowning.
Well, obviously she knows how to swim because she's like faking it very well. And then Yugi jumps in selflessly and actually
It's like
starts drowning.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, real quick. Teiya in a sundress. Let's go. It's a cute look.
Yeah, she just is very fun and good in this episode
What was that?
generally.
Huh?
I was drinking water.
You could say someone looks cute without wanting to say you want to fuck them.
Well,
Bio.
I mean, when it comes from you, it just...
She's a fucking child. Are you all right?
when it comes from you, it just makes me worried. That's all.
You know what? Understandable, but like, come on, dog, have some faith.
I love you though, Carl.
Holy shit.
So, once again, this episode is more or less a not quite one-to-one, but a fairly faithful retelling of a manga chapter.
Yeah.
Minor differences. I don't think the manga involved a pool, so that's whatever. It gave us some really cute moments with Yugi and Anzu, so that's fun.
When he saw her in the swimsuit and he got the little hearts, I was like, that's cute.
The
it was
two of them
very
sitting
cute.
next to each other is very funny.
And honestly, considering they mostly focused on Joey and not on Miho and Bitchless, I enjoyed the whole little subplot of Jonochi just being like, I gotta keep track of my good friend Yug. I gotta spy on him. I gotta make sure that this is all going well.
Yeah. Honestly, genuinely, this is one of the only times I've looked at Miho and I've gone, you're not detracting from the episode, you're actually making it funnier. Because now Joey is riding solo in this amusement park and upset that he's bitchless, and it's really funny.
So there was a point specifically where Miho's freaking out over Tristan because he's like, I wish I could have seen Miho in a swimsuit.
Yeah.
And she shouts, you pervert. And I was like, this is going to be like a deep fucking cut for anyone who hasn't watched it. I immediately thought of the character Hanako from Asobi Asobase. And I was like, if she was just her, she would be a better character immediately. I would love her so much more because she'd be fucking screaming at the top of her lungs like a psychopath.
Oh, you mean like Anzu does when Jonochi shows up and she's like, he fucking touched me! He touched me in a weird place! Stranger danger!
That was really fucking
Oh, yeah.
These dudes pop out of the woodworks to start beating the shit out of their friend.
I
And she's like, Jonochi, where did you come from?
I love how this episode just implies that there's a bunch of dudes just everywhere, just ready to fucking throw down for Anzu.
We need more men who are willing to throw down when they hear a woman shout, pervert, he touched me.
For
we need more men
real.
who will just jump out of nowhere and start beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, fucking solidarity. We need more of this.
Anzu has a superpower.
It's just such a shame that all of the people who respect women are the fucking people who aren't main characters for episodes. Because, we need more people who will throw down and respect women. Hello?
I'm sorry. I forgot that I wrote down when Yuki had that little look looking at Teiya in the chair. I forgot I wrote down my boy's a pit man. I can feel it with my whole chest.
Jesus
What the
Christ.
fuck? Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
He's staring right at her pits.
That's what's in his eye level. He can't help that.
It's all he can
Dude.
see.
So this episode
It barely
opens.
goes up to her neck.
Christ.
This episode opens with the cops tracking down a bomb threat dude. We get to a amusement park subplot, which is very fun, and then everything comes to a head when turns out that park is the next bomb threat location.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
It's really funny when the guy's just like, all right, detective, here's your quiz. On a hot day, where would people be likely to go to cool off? The grocery store? No, detective. What sort of thing would have a nice, cool, maybe wet place to go swim and cool off?
Your
The
mother.
Spencer's at the mall.
They would like to go to the mall. Are you oh my God.
Are you brain damaged? I like.
Arby's. It's
Hey,
Arby's.
detective, unrelated, I was thinking of getting a pool permit from You're going to blow up the pool? Oh, now he gets it. All right, good. I didn't have to go with the whole bit.
Now that I know that the voice actor is fucking Ryusei Nakao, I'm just imagining Frieza doing all of this, and it's just like, hello, I'm going to blow up this fucking pool.
I think I have PTSD with the Frieza voice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
if
everyone
he
should.
did the laugh at any point, it would have been really fucking good. For real. Love that shit.
Doesn't he come back as like a gold Frieza in the new show?
Yeah,
Yes.
don't worry about it.
In one of the more modern movies, yeah.
Don't worry, he shows up as Gold Frieza and Goku goes, that's cool, and turns blue, and he goes, what the fuck? And he gets knocked out immediately.
It is very funny.
They also legitimately established in that he had some control over the appearance of it, because he outright goes, it's a little garish, but I wanted it to be reminiscent of your own power. That way I could fucking overcome you with your own shit.
And then Goku goes, hey, what if I was blue? And then you hear the fucking vine boom and he kicks him in the chest and knocks him out cold.
Oh, man.
Don't you lecture me with your stupid gold shell.
Oh.
Exactly. I still can't believe don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut is a fucking Dragon Ball movie line.
It's so
It's
funny.
the funniest shit.
So
Go
Go ahead, Carl.
ahead, Shura. Go ahead, Shura.
Fuck. In the anime, the bomber is known as the continuous bomber, which kind of a boring name, honestly.
Yeah.
But in the manga, I don't think ever actually even see his full face, but in the manga they call him the playing card bomber, also known as the Trump bomber, because Trump is a fucking poker term.
Well, yeah, because Trump card is a term.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
ain't about him.
I just found that funny.
Oh boy.
It's incredibly funny.
Also in the manga, they outright stated that his third attack at Domino Mall, yeah, that was the third fucking attack he did.
Yeah.
He killed 8 people.
Hell yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Wait.
That's
Hell no.
Yep, there we
Yeah, cut that W in half because that's fat L, my guy. We don't celebrate that.
Also, the game they played in the manga was called Clock Solitaire.
Hey, put stakes on the line. People will actually die if Yugi doesn't get this shit right.
Well, yeah, we knew that because there are 3 people in the fucking Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
One of them being his girl.
2.
Pending.
Because he's in the third one and he's not going to blow himself up.
Was I lying when I said there were 3 people? Of course he's
No,
not going to blow himself up,
that's
but
true.
he doesn't know that until, like, the end. Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Why would you spoil the thing we watched?
Why would you spoil the thing we already saw and have notes on?
Stop it! Sorry, I heard the drill again.
I heard it too, don't worry.
Why does Tia go on the thing alone? I think I missed that part.
Oh, because she wants to try and draw out the other Yugi by putting herself in situations where he might want to...
Was she gonna like jump off the Ferris wheel?
No. Like, after they meet up with Joey,
Oh,
and
okay.
he's just like, yeah, it sucks that I'm here alone. She's just like, all right, Yugi, our next game is tag. Find me! And then she fucking dips, and she goes to the Ferris wheel and waits for him to show up eventually, and she's just like, man, why the fuck hasn't he shown up yet? And then the bomb threat happens.
Imagine if her plan had just fucking worked in a different world, and it's like, Dark Yugi shows up like, you challenged me to a game, I'm going to win. Penalty
She would've
game.
Probably. No, not even. Penalty games are only for people who deserve it. She just wanted some dick. It's fine.
This episode wasn't bad. It's actually
it was
pretty
good.
fun.
I like this one a lot.
It was very good. The reveal of, all right, so how do the balloon colors correspond with the carts? Oh, the flower wheel.
Yeah,
It's very good.
It's the giant thing at the front of the park. And Yugi's solution to I can't reach it in time, put me on the big drop. So fucking good.
It was really
I
fucking
felt
clever.
like some Death Note shit.
A little bit.
I want more of the mind game stuff. I want more of the, all right, think carefully to solve this, so when you get the solution, it's like, oh, that's fucking good.
Yeah, like the mind game high stakes, people will die sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I like the reversal moment where Yami is just like, all right, I figured it out. Now we're going to play my game. You're in that car. What? No, I'm not. You're in that car. There's a bomb. There's not a bomb in here. Blow up the car. There's a bomb in there. Look under your seat. It's Oprah. You have a bomb. And then he fucking jumps out of the car.
You get a bomb, and you get a bomb, and you get to die.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Mm.
God, I love this episode a lot.
It's very strong. It's honestly, I'm very much okay with them changing it from a solitaire game to this balloon thing, because they gave it a good chance to have like a kind of mind game aspect to it, which was very neat.
Yeah. They kept the core premise while twisting it in a way that still works and still feels like it's in line with what Takahashi was writing, like in his general arc of Yu-Gi-Oh!
No egregious changes.
Yeah, and I don't hate them bloating it out to be like, all right, it starts off as they're going on a longer date to the water park part and then to the amusement park part. Like, I'm cool with that. I think it was just fun.
I was expecting this to be the Kaiba Land episode, but it was not.
No, unfortunately. That's going to be its own whole arc.
Yeah. Oh, its whole own arc?
Yes.
What? Cool.
Listen, when Kaiba wants to destroy Yugi's life, it's an arc. He can't just do it once and be done with it. He needs his own fucking like set of probably like 6 episodes.
This was a good one. There was just some points where I was watching it where the VHS rip very clearly had some issues.
Yeah, this and the
Not
next
just
one.
in this episode, but in like the other ones also.
That is
I
a
was like,
universal problem. Fun fact.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Some of these episodes, there are just no known recordings that don't have visual glitches.
Fuck, that's a shame.
Yeah, it happens with older media like this. If Toei would like re-release this on like any form of physical media, it would fucking be done. But they probably just don't have the rights, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah, which is a shame.
it would be nice to have this like archived in a nicer, different way, like in a physical way. But I understand that these things probably just can't happen, unfortunately. And even more unfortunately, things like that are going to get a lot more complicated nowadays. But hey,
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, Episode 15?
Episode 15.
15.
Kawaii Yona Henshin Dekinai. Eerie woman unable to transform.
They like hit all the tropes like one after one. It was like
Yeah.
Swimming episode, scary episode. Yeah.
Crazy bitch episode.
This one rules.
This was good.
This
yeah.
time.
This was
It's-
fucked
Oh,
up.
I wonder why. Tell me why it rules, Carl.
What do you mean?
Why does it rule?
Because it's funny.
Okay.
By the way,
Oh, so women manipulating men is funny to you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if
Fucking gaslight gatekeep girl boss unless it's Miho.
I'm not sure if we've talked about this, but the original name of Duel Monsters was Magic and Wizards.
I don't know that we've actually brought it up on the podcast up to this point.
What?
Yeah, the M and the W.
which I only found out because I was looking at the cards in season 0, and I was like, oh, that I didn't realize for a while that it was an M and a W. I was just like, oh, that's a really cool like abstract fucking pattern thing. And then I realized, wait, no, that's an M and a W.
No, it's literally because he based it on Magic the Gathering, which is made by Wizards of the Coast, hence Magic
Yup.
and Wizards.
And Yu-Gi-Oh's TCG was originally printed by by the Magic the Gathering people, Wizards of the Coast.
That is true. I remember that one.
Yeah, that's why early cards were called Magic cards and then had to be changed to spell cards in later printings. It's very sick. Very fun fact.
I think they only lost the right to do that because of some like fucked up shit that happened with a set or something. I don't remember the exact details, but there's a fun story there.
I love when you can tell that Kaiba's gonna show up in an episode because they're always just like, Duel Monsters is back.
Yeah.
It's funny every time. I love these two fucking losers. These two absolute idiots. Our friend got a love letter. No, clearly it's not for this little one. It's got to be for one of us. And they start beating the shit out of each other.
It is funny as fuck. And then
It's mine!
And then Anzu has to step in and go, boys, give it to me. And they're just like, yes, ma'am.
Pass me the rock, boys.
Why was she so mad about that?
And then they start beating each other up again when it's like, what do you mean? The little Yugi, he can't get a girl before us.
Sounds like they're huffing a whole lot of copium there.
Oh, a little bit of fucking copium. And then Honda, without even meaning to, just absolutely destroying Miho.
It's so good. It's so good. And then hold on, where is the... I could have sworn I wrote this note. What the fuck? I could have sworn I wrote the note of, shut the fuck up, Miho, nobody cares. But no. I guess I didn't.
I can't believe this.
Instead, I have a very important note of, hi, Kaiba, how's your lettuce head?
Green.
Every time I see the green hair, it fucks with me.
Mm-hmm.
So funny. I hate that the both of them just kept calling this girl they don't know a Frankenstein. Like, she's definitely gonna look like a Frankenstein. Stop. What's wrong with you?
They're high school boys and they fucking suck.
Clearly, if she likes Yugi, she's gotta be ugly. Be happy for your friend.
Fuck teenagers, dude. They suck.
Yeah, they really do.
Fucking suck ass.
I was one, I know. I sucked back then.
Yeah, same.
So this episode is a fun anime original one. We got basically just a fucking retelling of a Macbeth poem, which is really neat.
Huh. Yeah?
She runs up and I'm like, Yugi, look out. She's gonna cast a spell on your penis and turn it into a weasel.
Yugi, look out!
Skedaddle skediesel, your dick is now a weasel.
Yugi gets his cock turned into a weasel, and Honda's just on the floor crying like it's him in that one shot of the Orichalcos art going, it should have been me, not him.
It should have been me. I want the weasel, Petey. Hey, Honda, you alright there, bud?
No, he ain't okay. He just goes, Miho loves weasels.
Yugi walks over and his little weasel dick puts his hand on his head, starts patting him.
This episode was so strange.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. You knew as soon as the rare card was from a set of 3 sisters, and as soon as this one bitch showed up, you knew she was gonna be from a set of triplets.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's like, you know the
yeah.
entire time, but there's a part of you that wants to just see little Yugi getting into this, like, cute crush situation. Because, like, it was really cute at first, just seeing just this seemingly innocent little girl, like, crushing on Yugi. That was adorable. I would like to see more.
You don't get to see it for long, because she literally, like, he goes to touch her at one point and she turns away and gets this disgusted
Yeah,
look.
right.
And
She
it's
like
like,
almost touches
dog,
the
at least like try
necklace.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
What-
she straight up, she's like, oh, that's a nice pendant, is about to touch it, and then just goes,
Yeah, like the Millennium Puzzle wards off the evil of this one bitch specifically, because she like hisses at it.
the pharaoh
love
inside
that.
the puzzle just being like, no, Yugi, she just wants your card.
Find you a woman who wants both your deck and your dick.
Pharaoh,
Yeah.
she doesn't want my dick? No. Never, don't stick it in crazy, Yugi.
She wants that Wichosi, Yuki. Pharaoh, I don't know what that means.
Listen, Yugi. It is every man's dream to get into a relationship with triplets, but it's not worth this price.
I feel like this episode would have been worse if the triplets actually liked him and were fighting over him.
Oh, it absolutely would have been. The weird fucked up mind games they play with Anzu in this episode are so fucking good.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
wild.
they fully gaslit this girl. It was really fucked up.
I'm like, why are y'all targeting this poor girl? What did she do to you? You just want the card. Why do you
She
gotta
had the
fuck with
card.
her?
She had the card and she gave it to Yugi. That's unforgivable. She needs to die.
I guess, yeah.
They
If they-
pushed her off the escalator. I was losing it, dude.
Yeah.
She could have died.
I would have understood it more if they had explained it as like, try to make Anzu look as crazy as possible so that Yugi doesn't value the card anymore.
Yeah.
But they don't get that point across, unfortunately, and it just comes across as, you're gaslighting this bitch who's done nothing to you.
I love when the entire dipshit brigade shows up at Yugi's house unprompted while this girl is tending to him after she probably poisoned him, frankly.
That's what I was assuming, that she poisoned him or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then that just never is the case. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, so there was something that she put in the clothes that's like fucking with him, right? Oh, no, he just got sick
Oh,
somehow.
by the way, last episode, when I said that I had gained just a slight bit more respect for Honda because I fucking like, not sympathized, but like I felt a little bit of pity for him for some shit that happened in previous episodes. Not anymore. Not after he and Joey spent fucking 10 minutes of this goddamn episode calling this girl that they had never met Frankenstein.
Yep.
But it's okay. He then proceeded to fuck himself over just by going like, oh, any girl with Kana in their names are like that, and then fucking
And then
Cardboard's like,
Miho has a
oh
moment where
shit.
she's like, me. Oh. And then I go, good, cry harder.
I'm like, hell yeah. Fucking decimator, Honda.
2 for 1
Get her
emotional
ass.
damage.
Make her jump out the window.
No, we don't do that. We don't advocate that. We destroy her emotionally.
Only
we
for
don't.
Miho.
No.
Only for Miho.
Put wet cardboard in the rain and it'll start dissolving. You don't have to take any actions. You don't have to leave yourself liable to any damages.
That was fucked up.
Hey, I'm just spitting facts. If you don't want to hear them, that's on you.
I kept writing down that they were gonna rob him blind and suck him silly.
Oh no, they were gonna rob him blind. End of sentence.
Yeah. His sister comes in and she's like, "Where's the card?" Starts whipping around a whip, and it's like, "What the fuck?"
For
is
some
going
reason,
on?
the only thing that came to mind during that scene was that one Hellboy panel of like, is that a triplet? She's got a whip, and it's instead of the monkey with the gun, it's her just like.
It's her with a whip.
This entire episode fucked with me something fierce because these 3 sisters have the same vibes of something I think everybody has to deal with in high school or college or some form of school at some point in their life, where there is that one girl at your school who like starts off as like either a warrior cats girl or a horse girl or something, and
What?
eventually moves on to the Wiccan pagan thing, dyes
Oh
her
my
hair
God.
blue, and goes batshit fucking crazy.
You mean every third girl on Tumblr in 2013? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of friends who you would say would fit under that fucking description. There is a major difference between the people who are who fucking like fit the description and aren't crazy, and the people who fit the description and are fucking batshit. These three sisters are the batshit.
Well, they jump down and they're like fucking sharpened teeth and claws going, give me the card. It's like, what the fuck?
All this effort for a fucking card.
I'm just throwing it like, ugh, take it, ugh.
When I tell you that I thought Kaiba showing up was going to be the foreshadowing of like, oh yeah, she's the third pillar. And then he shows up and is like, nobody defeats my rival but me.
Same, yeah.
I lost my mind because it's like, damn, you've just always been this gay for Yami, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
I was expecting him to be like, you're taking action into your own hands, my third pillar. And instead he's like, you get away from my fucking boyfriend.
You get away from that dick, it's mine.
I'm going to beat his ass and suck him silly, not you. Get your own fucking dick.
Also, just rest in peace for Joey's future generations. They no longer exist.
Hey, those potential children died long ago. Do you not remember fucking Capsule Monsters when he falls in the branch, and then the other branch, and then the other branch, and then the other branch?
Oh, that's at this point in time, that's in the future.
Yeah, but this was a foregone conclusion no matter what happened in these episodes.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a point where these three bitches like are chasing Anzu and Yugi with a whip, and they just corner them on the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a fucking screen cap where fucking like all three of them are in frame, and one of them is just like holding the whip like a goddamn dominatrix, and all it could do is just stop and go, is this Carl's like dream sequence?
No. No.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't like pain.
You don't?
I don't like pain. It gives me gas.
Really? Interesting.
I like that Kaiba just shows up, absolutely slaughters them with two blue eyes. It just has two blue eyes now. And then just gets up and leaves. And the episode ends right there. It's like legendary.
This man really just says, you are a man who should not lose to these types, and then the episode fades out and hits credits. And I lost it laughing. That's so fucking funny.
Also, the first time they fully call it the Blue Eyes White Dragon instead of just the Blue Dragon, or whatever they called it.
The White Dragon or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a really fucking good episode for an anime original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaiba wins.
Also, like, why do they have to play with poor little Yugi's heart like that? Like, come on. The poor boys just want some love. He's little. He's just a little guy. You're gonna mess with him like that?
It's his birthday. He's a little birthday boy. You gonna do that to a little man on his birthday?
It's just fucked up, dog. You don't gotta do that to him.
I'm gonna take this moment to cut us over to our ad break while little Yugi recovers from a broken heart and a not sucked dick. So, in case you're somehow not aware yet, we do have a Twitter, twitter.com/MillenniumMike, @MillenniumMike. It's on screen for video viewers. It's in the description for audio viewers. Post good.
MILLENNIUMMIC.
KEYMOUSC.
Stop doing that.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute and I was glad, and then you started doing it again. I'm gonna ask you to stop. I swear to God, one of these days, the mouse is gonna hear it, and the mouse is going to fucking sue me for things that I didn't do. And I'm shooting that lawsuit your way.
What's your problem with Michael?
Get ready for our spin-off show, Millennium Mickey Mouse.
No, stop that. Don't make promises that you can't keep.
Yeah, you gotta say it like Millennium Mickey Mouse. You gotta do it like that.
Yeah, you gotta do the fucking old school anime censorship.
We can't say it because otherwise will come after us.
Doing the ad breaks live was a mistake. Outside of that, we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/MillenniumMike, also in the description, also on screen. You can help support us every month so that we can make more content for you. You get access to stream VODs of old streams. You get access to notes from the Duel Monsters arc of Millennium Mike. All of my notes from Duel Monsters are up there for patrons, $5 or more a month.
I'll be posting all of my notes eventually.
Fuck yeah. You also get access to all of our commentary tracks for, so far, the 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Movies that we watched, Dark-Sided Dimensions and Pyramid of Light. So if you're curious about watching those along with us and you're catching up or rewatching the podcast, you can get those. We'll also be doing more streams in the future, so please look forward to that. Now that my internet is stable enough to stream again, I promise you I will make that Millennium puzzle model kit.
Ooh.
It is happening. I do not know when, but it is happening.
At some point, we gotta do the Millennium Mike fucking Mario Party night.
It'll be fun.
We do. It'll be a fucking nightmare, but like in a fun way. On top of that, if you're a patron of a certain tier or above, you get special benefits like our Blue Eyes White Dragons, $25 a month. You get your names on screen right now. So if you're watching the video version, there you go. Otherwise, you are also in the description. So it's a win-win no matter what. After that, there are Forbidden Ones, $50 and above a month. So you guys get your names read out, which is very good. So thank you very much, as always, to our Forbidden Ones, Bill Sanchez and Teletraan 4.
Bill. I think I said it last time.
Bill. And you too, Teletraan. Just because you don't know a meme doesn't... What?
I hate us. We all just went.
Listen, it is the lowest hanging fruit. Of course we're all going to go for it.
Sometimes you gotta taste it because it just tastes the best. You know?
I'm trying to think of a good segue. I'm not finding any. We also have our god cards. Our sacred god card tier with their insane support. $100 a month. Thank you very much to our 3 god cards, Demitri Gonzalez, Saphy Ravenhurst, and ShinyMew.
Thank you all.
Such power!
Friendly reminder that even for as little as $5 a month, you can help contribute to our eventual goals of watching things like 5Ds, watching things like Zexal. Yes, that's how I'm continuing to pronounce it. Fuck you, I'm not changing it. You want to pronounce it a different way? Good on you. That's not me.
You see, Shibuya, what you gotta do is you gotta piss them off by pronouncing it the really stupid way, because sometimes an X has a sh sound. Zexal.
I'm not saying Zeshal.
Zekrossel.
Zekrossel is a good contender. I'll keep that one in mind.
Zekeel.
Yes, my favorite book of the Bible, Zekeel. Fucking. We have up until Arc V as stretch goals for continued patron support. So, if you have $5 a month that you want to spare or that you're able to spare, consider contributing. If not, don't fucking worry about it. Patreon.com/MillenniumMike. Pretty sure that's it, unless we have like any other things that we want to announce before we cut to the dipships part of the ad.
Do you like boats?
Do you want to narrate over the dipships video this week?
No, no.
All right.
Do you enjoy boating? How about listening to 3 friends tell stories and talk about their weeks? Then I've got just the podcast for you. Dipships, the legitimate boating podcast. Every week, Carl, Jordan, and PM get together and tell their favorite stories and recap what's been going on in their lives, and talking about boating too, I guess. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Podbean. And we'll see you on the Nautical Mile.
All right. We're back from the ad read.
Ah! Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0.
Season 0, episode 16.
Yeah.
I beat you to it, bitch.
Ipotsu Gyakuten Hakui no Kiki. Breath Change. Crisis of the White Robe.
Okay, the beginning of this episode is Joey pretending to be a bear at the beginning? Is that what's happening?
No. I'm pretty sure he's just like buying a bear for his sister.
Yeah.
when he goes to
Find her a
visit her
big
at the
bear.
hospital.
But I just wasn't paying attention in the beginning, so I just like saw a bear moving on screen and someone talking, and then Joey.
Oh, you weren't paying attention, so you missed the part where the doctor's patients died because he was playing golf, huh?
No, I saw that part.
Okay.
I was gonna say, how did you miss the episode starting with someone fucking dying?
I was wondering how you didn't bring that up first.
The doctor just walks outside of the fucking room, practices his golf swing, and is just like, I can't wait to go golfing this weekend. I'm like, you should have been fired for malpractice a long time ago.
I didn't pay attention to the first part of that. I saw that at the end where the zombies all taken. I was like, oh, one of these are like the people that he didn't take care of.
Yes. That is the direct implication. Yeah, those are the people he killed with medical malpractice.
Speaking of that bear, after Joey beats up a bunch of thugs that were about to fucking fuck with Yugi, there's this moment where he picks up the bear, but he is himself off screen, so the bear just floats up and starts coming towards the camera.
Yeah.
And
It is very funny.
all I could think was, I gotta deep fry it and add a fucking effect
You
to
really
the
did deep
eyes.
fry the shit out of that. That's really good. I do love that, like,
Thumbnail for the week.
honestly, I kind of just want to add fucking Five Nights at Freddy's music to the original clip. Unaltered. The fucking da, 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 da.
Torador March has been ruined forever.
What? Why?
What do you mean, what, why?
Why has March been ruined forever?
Not the Torador March, that's the name of the song, Bio.
I thought you were like, I was like, what's wrong with March?
The month of March has been ruined by FNAF.
I didn't know if that was like
I'm
when
not that
like everybody
stupid.
started posting their
Just a
videos
little
or
bit.
something.
No.
Yeah, like, maybe it's fucking Foxy March or some shit, and you always see porn of an
Oh.
animatronic. I don't fucking know your life. I don't fucking know your story.
Jesus Christ.
I don't fucking know.
Also, it'd be Mangle March. Thank you very much.
Wow, okay. I'm sorry that I didn't say the name of the right fuckable animatronic for you, Carl.
I thought that Joey was gonna make Yugi wear the bear as a suit.
Have you looked up porn of FNAF? Okay.
No.
I'm just asking.
What the fuck, dog? That's one of those things you see against your will, and you go, "Well, I guess, yeah."
Yeah, one
They
of those
didn't
things that
send
shows up
me
in your Twitter
like
algorithm.
a weird like tickling thing that had to do with FNAF? Is that not yours?
I did not
Wow.
deal with FNAF. No, it was just a multitude of rabbits that were getting their feet tickled, which was very funny. It's a very funny image.
Audience, I'm sorry. Audience, I thought the ad break would make things better, not worse. I don't know how we devolved this quick. I don't know. I'm sorry.
So-
Hold on, I'll go find it. I have it saved.
I didn't
No,
have a
please
fun
don't.
voice
No.
actor fact for last episode because there was nothing super worth noting.
Okay.
In this one, who do you think has a noteworthy voice? The nurse or the doctor?
Probably the nurse, if anything. I think the doctor would be too obvious, considering he just looks like the fucking dad from Ava.
You would be wrong. The voice actor for the doctor is Banjo Ginga, who is known for voicing Senzaemon Nakiri from Food Wars, Thanos in the Japanese dub of Avengers Endgame,
That's funny.
as well as Daniel J. D'Arby.
Ooh, dog.
Fucking Darby?
Yup.
Yo!
That tracks.
He is
That-
also the customer service representative from Kirby for Nightmare Enterprises.
Fuck yeah. But also, important question. I don't know them by their names. Is that Darby the Elder or Darby the Younger?
Fucking Daniel. Daniel.
The Younger is the one wearing white.
No, that's the one with the fucked up shit on his face.
Okay. Open
wait a minute.
the game.
Yeah, it's the one. It's the one with like the white shirt and the vest, I guess. Daniel
Yes,
J.
I think
Darby.
I think that's Darby the Elder.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Yeah. Wild. Love that.
I did look up the nurse, and unfortunately, I recognized none of her roles.
Damn.
That is a shame. Sometimes it happens.
I thought the nurse was evil at first because I missed the first part of the episode.
You missed the part where they literally establish who the villain of the episode is in the first minute, and so you assume this nurse that is just very sweet and kind.
Bio's the kind of person who went to fucking see Avengers Endgame and is like, I don't know why they started bullying that purple guy. I don't know what he did. They just showed up in his house and fucking cut off his head.
I haven't watched any of the Avengers movies.
That's honestly fair.
Yeah. Teach their own. This episode is honestly pretty cute, all things considered. It's another anime original. Wasn't expecting to see Shizuka, so that was neat.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
stunned.
not blind. That was interesting. What is what?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's a degenerative disease. She ain't going
Are you
blind till
serious?
later.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did they even specify what was wrong with her in this?
They just said
No.
that she's been in and out of the hospital a lot.
Yeah, in this they don't specify, but like in original Duel Monsters, the point is that the disease gets worse
Mhm.
as she gets older. So that's why that's why Joey freaks out when he gets sent the tape, because she's like, this is the last time you'll ever see me like this, because literally she's gonna go blind.
Ooh, actually, that's another voice actor to look up. The voice actress for Shizuka, Michiko Neya. Oh, Vinsmoke
I'm just proud
Reiju.
of my boy
What did
Joey.
do?
Who?
Sanji's sister.
Oh, okay.
One of the Vinsmoke family.
Yeah.
A lot of other people. Apparently, she shows up again as a different character in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, so that's neat. Fucking she's the voice actress for fucking Riza Hawkeye. Hell yeah!
Holy
Let's
shit!
go.
Yo! Man, she gets a glow up later on in her career.
I'm proud of Joey for falling for an older woman. A man of class, a man of taste, a pure intellect.
Honestly, this is
It was
one of the
really
most
cute.
reasonable and kind of cute crushes that I think I've
Yeah.
seen in Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's very good.
Outside of just Yugi and Anzu.
All in all, this episode is mostly just cute. It's just Joey's trying to take care of his sister and falls fucking head over heels for a like
A sweet older woman.
fucking 7 nurse.
A 7 nurse?
Fuck, dude!
Design-wise, she's kind of bland.
A 7, yeah, wow.
Design-wise,
Fucked
she's
up.
bland. What can I fucking say?
Yeah, but she's very nice.
Now, I
mean,
do
yeah.
hate this episode because this episode gave Miho a good line.
Yeah.
How far did you go with that nurse? Like, Miho?
That was actually really fucking...
Miho?
Yeah, this episode, this one and the amusement park one made Miho tolerable, which is a lot to do for a character who is that nothing.
Also, Joey just going, I haven't done anything yet. And it's like, yet? And Joey? Are y'all okay?
Big fan of the nurse for being one of those nurses in fiction who's just out to do her fucking job and refuses every single advance that the shithole fucking doctor comes at her with.
Just slaps the shit out of
She
him.
beats
Really
the
good.
fuck out of him. I love it.
Knocks
Hey.
the Holy Spirit out of
Girl
him.
Hey, real
power. Let's
talk.
go.
Real talk. Fuck Honda in this episode extra
Yeah.
fucking hard. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
in what universe, bitch, do you think it's appropriate for Joey to give this woman a bra?
Yeah. Honda fucking sucks and is an idiot.
Also, where the fuck did you get that, dude? Why you just got a bag with a frilly ass fucking Victoria's Secret bra on you?
I could give you answers. You don't want them.
I mean, yeah, he performs drag
Yeah.
on the side.
No, that would be a reasonable and
Yeah, that would actually make him go up a point.
I also, I like Shizuka being like the best wingman in the world.
It
yeah.
is really cute.
Just like, well, big brother, I did ask her. She said she doesn't have a boyfriend. He's like, dog, what's with y'all?
Everybody's just like, yeah, go get that pussy, Joey. You got this.
Go crawl into that nursey.
Stop.
She's like, I'm like fucking 16. She's like 30. I mean, shit, good looking out, bitch, but goddamn.
She just goes, hey, he's just a number, Joey. He's like,
Jesus
Shizuka?
fucking Christ.
Shizuka? Oh?
I love how basically everyone in Joey's friend group was just all about like, yeah, Joey, go get your dick wet.
Except for Honda, who was like, no.
I'm going to try and fuck you over at every step
I
of the
will
way.
sabotage this. You cannot have happiness before me.
Yeah.
You cannot.
I'm a jealous bitch.
Very sad moment when Joey comes back to the hospital and ends up hearing that she's been forced to leave. And then he's just like, I was a witness to all that. I could just out you. And then the doctor, like a fucking piece of shit, just goes, yeah, well, we'll stop treating your fucking sister.
Yeah, that was...
If you talk, we will throw her out in the streets.
That was real fucked up.
Incredibly fucked up.
That's alright, because we got the Yami no game.
That shot of Yami walking up the stairs with the CG and the long shadow.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
Real good.
Intense as hell for what ends up being the Yami no golf game.
Yeah, I love that.
Yami no golf.
Can
Mario
I say, this dude,
Striker.
out of everyone we've dealt with so far, this dude deserves it the fucking most.
Yes, he deserves to not only have his medical license revoked, he deserves to be blacklisted in every single fucking community. He deserves to lose all of his money and become incredibly poor and debt-ridden. And then he also deserves to just rot. All of those things.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
I also love Yami just grabbing the fucking stethoscope from him and just using it as a slingshot for golf.
It's so good. It's so funny.
It's like, I have faith in the plan. Let's go.
No.
I'm so down.
Before that, you're forgetting that Yami pulled out 2 golf balls and one of them is like
Yeah, it
his
has
because
the
it's
eye
got
on
the
it.
eye on it. My king, did you paint that yourself or did you have someone custom make it? Where did you find this?
It's a shadow golf ball.
That's so funny.
It came from the Shadow Realm itself.
Yami no golf
You
board.
think that the monsters in the Shadow Realm played mini golf?
No, they just like took golf balls. They sold them from like a Dick's Sporting Goods down the street, and then they like painted the eye on it. It took them
Dick's.
like 4 hours,
Yeah,
but it was
definitely
really worth it.
I liked you don't know your hospital like I do, huh? It just fucking shoots the ball. It looks like he misses. It goes down the
Yeah,
mail
that was
chute into the
awesome.
room itself. Hole
The
in
biggest
one.
brain. The biggest brain play. I love it so much. Literally, he's just calling him out for not knowing the hospital because he doesn't do his fucking job. Like, you get his ass. Get his ass. I love
And all the
Get
fucking
him.
zombies of his dead patients busting in. I'm like, this is the most metal thing in the world.
Yeah, no, this shit was hardcore.
It's horrifying, but it's also fully fucking
Yeah, it was
deserved.
awesome.
Oh, it's so
Those
good.
people died because he was an asshole.
I hope that in his mind for the rest of his days, he just imagines himself getting torn apart by them every waking moment.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but my boy Joey got turned down. Ripped to the dream of his mommy milkers. Got nothing.
Season 0, episode 17.
And Honda did
Gotta get out of
And
here.
Honda doesn't understand the vision and the dream of the beautiful good girl Stink. I gotta go. See you
17.
later, everyone. I'm fortunate. I gotta go.
Shora, this one's for you and me. So, the doctor that nurse ends up going with to practice at his clinic, is it just me, or did he look like the uncle from Bakuman?
A little bit, yeah. I
Like, it's
I'm
just
not gonna
him, but
lie.
with, like, the goatee.
there was a small part of me that looked at that design and was like, I wonder if that's just a Kazuki Takahashi self-insert.
I don't think
I
he
don't
ever
know
looked
what-
like that, though.
I don't know what Kazuki Takahashi looks like, but I was looking at that and I was like, I'd believe it if that's what he looked like.
I could see it.
It might have been an insert for, like, his editor, but he did not ever look like that.
Shibuya.
Yeah.
I just tabbed over to Spooky's stream. He literally just got to mine.
Oh, that's funny.
You got the what? Mine?
So I'm just gonna explain this very briefly. So for people who don't know, Spooky is a streamer on Twitch. Nice dude. Ultima recommended me to him to edit down a stream where he like rated Sonic voices with some of the people who do real-time fan dubs. And now he's doing like a sequel to that. where he's rating Mario impressions to like quote recast the Mario movie. So Shora threw in an audition for that as Toad. So he's reviewing those live on stream right now. Yeah. The timing on that, man. Wow.
Shibuya. The chain of memories Toad flashbanged him.
Good. I figured it would. Dude.
Oh.
All right. Let's finish this episode.
Season 0, episode 17.
Episode 17.
I did not like this episode.
Episode 17.
This one's fine.
Giri Giri
alright.
Shobu Saso Moderu. A last-minute match. The invited model.
This feels just like a solid 6 out of 10 episode. It's not bad. It's not great. There's no sexual harassment for one thing, so it's immediately better than two of
Very
the
true,
ones
very true.
that we had.
I can't believe we got a double dose of Kaiba.
Right? I was like, yo, Kaiba,
It's wild.
let's go.
We got the Kaiba General
Yeah.
fake out, only to then be hit with the real third Kaiba General 2 episodes later. Also, her design's just good. She just looks like
She looks
a model
cool.
in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe.
Yeah. I like her. She's good.
Yeah.
Fucked up that soccer player for life.
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
Walks into the store and it's just like, what is your rarest game? And it's like, hey, little girl, let me see that thing you got there. Here you go. Signed it for you. And it's like, how did you guys not know that this was her until she took the sunglasses off?
Because they're stupid.
I really liked that they personified her not as like just some outrageously dick-headed celebrity like they easily
Yeah.
could have. It was very nice that she was just like, oh, you have one of my fucking like merchandise things. Let me just go ahead and fucking autograph that for you. Here you go.
Literally without asking, she's just like, hey, can I see that for a second? And then she just fucking signs it for free. That is very funny. The funniest part though was like Yuki and his grandpa just going, Gramps, it's a foreigner. Oh god, I hope she can speak Japanese. Fuck.
Now I do have the least amount of episodes for notes for this episode
Yeah,
rather.
any notes for this?
Yeah, same here.
I didn't have any notes for this one.
Bio?
I mean, I have Yo Kaiba, and then the next note is, it's been 10 minutes and nothing has happened.
What do you mean?
Wow,
They went to her
dude.
place. There's so much that happens in this one. Are you fucking insane?
Oh, yeah. They meet somebody, and they're like, wow, you're famous. Let's go to your house. And then Taya gets hypnotized, and woo.
And then there's a
And there's a
fucking pet
Oh, yeah,
tiger.
Tiger,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, she almost got eaten by a tiger.
It's like 15 minutes
It
in.
just has a fucking tiger in her apartment.
Yeah, she just keeps a pet tiger, because she's a fucking maniac.
I was so ready at the end of the episode for her to be like, oh, there wasn't really a tiger in there. Don't worry. But then it moved, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was ready for her to just go like, no, there's a TV in there projecting an image of a tiger. That's to scare you. I'm not a maniac. I wouldn't kill a person over a game.
No, there's just a tiger in there.
Straight up, there's
Wild.
just a tiger in her apartment building. So if that thing ever gets loose, hundreds are dead.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I feel like this would have made a lot more sense and would have been better. Because, like, there's a point the necklace that she has just sort of shines. And it's not explained. And it doesn't actually do a single thing.
Yeah,
She doesn't have magic.
like, I would have thought that she had some kind of item that gave
Yeah,
her
right?
power over that.
She was just like
You
really
know,
good at the game.
like some sort of item that's been around for a millennia. Some sort of millennium item.
No, it's fine. She doesn't need a millennium item to do this. She could just have, like a magical necklace. But of course, we have, like, a fucking super lucky boy for no reason, so sure, why not?
That's true.
It would have been neat if she were an item holder in like this early version of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Plot twist, she's like the early version of fucking Ishizu and has the mind reading thing.
Yeah, I was expecting like some Millennium item to come out of it, but no.
I almost expected that to some degree, honestly.
Or at least something equivalent to them. Like some other sort of mystical item. Considering what the next episode's about, it would have
Yeah.
made some sort of sense.
I think it is very funny that this episode we're like, what the fuck? Why isn't there, like, an actual, like, magical object here? And the next episode's like, oh, you want magic? You want fucking magic?
Anyway, the Raijin High game seems like shit. I don't like it.
It sure is an ancient game.
I didn't
Uh-huh.
understand it. It was just
It
like
sure
put a
is
board,
just-
put a piece down, and guess what the other person has.
It works kind of like chess, except you're just moving a piece forward to show your opponent it, and if they choose a piece that loses to it, they lose.
I'm trying to think of like a good equivalent for it.
So I'm gonna be real with y'all. Raijin High does not actually exist. It is made up for this anime.
Wow, who could have ever seen
Right.
this coming?
Never saw that coming.
It's neat though.
It's not a bad idea, and I like that she, aside from the putting Anzu in like this weird dance trance and then having the pet tiger, really didn't cheat. It's genuinely just like, yeah, I like playing mind games and sussing out my opponent's strategies.
Yeah, she did really well against fucking Pharaoh too. Like,
Yeah,
Ends up being one of the only like respectable generals of Kaiba's army so far.
minus the tiger thing.
Besides
I
trying
was
to murder
fully
them.
expecting that the fucking solution to this was just going to be she's really tall so she can see over the screen.
No, I thought the solution was going to be she can see the reflection in his eyes when he's looking at the pieces.
But yeah, I assumed some kind of reflection.
It was. I felt like it was going to be either that or the mirror.
I thought it was
yeah.
going to be that she had a camera in the little compartment where they all were, and she was just looking at what he was grabbing.
That would have been fucked up.
As soon as she went like, now I know what you're thinking. She's got to be cheating. It's her apartment. She set up the game. She picked the game. But no, I just like these kinds of games. And it's like, wow.
She's like, nah, I can just read your face and tell what you're going to do. And it's like, all right, yeah.
Like, yeah, I can buy that. That's fine. I've heard weirder from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
So, like, it's whatever. But also, then she goes, in ancient Raijin High, there were life and death stakes. And I go, okay, this ain't ancient Raijin High. This is Raijin High in 1998. And
Yeah.
you're a maniac who has a pet tiger in a public apartment building.
I mean, she also has a fucking dance studio in a public apartment building. So, like,
That's more believable because she, like, was a dancer and is a model. So, like, if you want an expensive apartment building, yeah, sure, dance studio, fucking whatever. A dance studio can't run around and kill people if it escapes.
The fact that Anzu did not notice the tiger at any point is fucking amazing.
yeah, she's in a trance.
She's insane. This bitch was so starstruck, she was just spending the whole time thinking about, like, oh god, I want her to like me. I cannot let my leg drop. If my leg falls a single inch, she'll hate me forever.
That's what got me. It was like, how did you hypnotize Anzu? I didn't.
Yeah. I could find the cracks in
She
the heart or
kind
something.
of just said, I'm a master at manipulating people, and left it at
Like-
that.
Like, so you just whispered in her ear, and she was just like, whatever you say, mistress. And you went, what the fuck? Sure. And just left.
Yeah,
just
kind
walked
of.
out.
Kind of.
It's like, all right, dog. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Also, I love her. She gets beaten, gets on the plane. It's just like, next time we meet, it'll be a love game. And I'm just like, Eileen died on her way back home to her home country.
No. Yeah. You skipped over one of the best things where she, like, hands over the necklace to Kaiba and forfeits her position
Ah, yes.
on the generals. And she's like, he's better than you in every way. You will not beat him. And then Kaiba is coping while she fucking leaves.
You cannot beat him. He's stronger than you. And he's just like, no.
Yeah. It's really good. You love to see Kaiba get owned. It's so funny.
Oh, it's so good every time.
Honestly, the fucking majority of these episodes have been good. They've been hitting.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
We got the biggest fucking worst miss out of the way. So everything else after that cannot possibly be anywhere near as upsetting or bad.
Oh, well, I mean, we have, who knows what's going to happen next.
We got one more.
We're gonna get a good episode next. That's what's gonna happen.
I didn't like this episode either.
Season 0, episode 18.
Episode 18! Bio! What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow, you just say you didn't like this episode?
Yeah, I didn't like this one.
Kindan gemu ni te wo dasuna. In a forbidden game, show your hand.
This one only slightly changed from the manga, shockingly enough. It is
Yeah.
like 85% the same.
I legitimately didn't know if they were going to do this one, so when I realized which episode this was, I got real fucking happy. Because this is one of my favorite chapters.
I was so hyped as soon as I saw the sealed jar.
I saw the sealed jar and I was like, is that fucking the trap card Shinsenzu?
Yeah.
Or Shinsenhu? And it is.
Wait, they based the trap card off of this part of the manga?
I mean, yeah, if you look at the art, it's the exact same thing.
Okay, what's it called?
Oh, it's hard to pronounce because it's, hold on, I have an image of it here. Copy image. Where is the general? There you go.
Straight up, yeah. Oh my
Shin Sen
god.
Hu.
Oh yeah, shit.
Probably pronounced it super wrong, but yeah, that's the one.
I think the only like major difference in this one is so in the manga, the character of Imori is at first very withdrawn and shy, and then it's revealed later that he is actually just super antisocial and really fucking selfishly vindicated.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of like there's another soul inside of him. I think it was just a straight up nope. He's just an asshole.
Yeah, he's kind of fucked up and evil on the inside.
Also, there was even worse fucking stakes to having your soul put in the jar in the manga, because if your soul got put in the jar in the manga, it would be eaten by 25 dragons.
Yeah. The manga doesn't fuck around. Can I just say?
Mm-hmm.
Baby Yugi, I don't think has ever had a moment as fucking sick as, hey, can I take his place? Can I get the coin in the jar? And it's like, you'll never fucking do it. He just flips it, it rolls, it bounces, it goes off the rim and then bounces in.
The god shot. It was so good. Also,
King shit.
Joey's line, I'm fed up with the same daily school life. I'm like, Joey, my boy, you don't know what's in store for you. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna end up going through. You don't want that. Then Joey just like, hey, Yugi, don't get mixed up with that kid. He's no good. He's the downer. And I'm like, dude, he's just dealing with depression. Leave him alone.
Yeah, fucking, I'm sorry. He's a wet blanket. If you stay around him, you're sure to get moldy. Joey, what the fuck? Joey, that's fucked up.
But then the kid brings Yugi into a jigsaw cellar, and I'm like, nah, dog. Yeah. Nah, I agree with Joey now. Get out of there. Nah, dog, he's gonna kill you.
Okay, Joey was judging on first appearances. Yugi has a little more information.
I was gonna say we have a little bike that my son likes to like run around on, and my wife one day realized like, holy fuck, he looks like Jigsaw when he like rides on it. And so I've been trying to get him to say like, let's play a game whenever he's riding on it.
Oh, Bio.
You got a Halloween costume idea this year, Bio?
Literally, I was gonna say next Halloween, you can just have him ride around town if you give him like a little mask to put on and like a wig or something. That would be really funny.
You're gonna come home one day, he's gonna be on it just like, hello, Papa. You wanna play a game? Inside the jar are the cookies. I need you to fetch them for me. But I set up mousetraps along the way.
That would be really good. I put Legos in the kitchen. Please get me cookies from the jar without stepping on the Legos.
Oh, by the way, so other small difference. In the manga, Imori actually knows about the Millennium Puzzle and the one who solves the puzzle shall gain the 1,000 ways of shadow games and become a guardian of darkness.
Oh.
In the manga,
yeah.
He outright is like, I want to be a guardian of darkness, so I have to defeat Yugi. Which leads into the fucking dragon card thing. It's real fucked up.
He also, I believe in the manga, unseals the game himself instead of just him fumbling when bullies catch up to him like they did in the episode. So like he intentionally undoes the seal in the manga and like practices the game, makes sure he's good at it, takes a couple souls, and then challenges Yugi for the right to bear the puzzle and bear the responsibilities that come with it.
Yeah. In the manga, the dragons also are referred to by the more proper Chinese versions of their names, I believe. So
I think so.
Yeah, which we don't really get in the subs, unfortunately. But the fire dragon is and I'm probably butchering the pronunciation on this because Chinese pronunciation is not something I am experienced with, and there's a lot of weird rules on that. Huolong, Jinlong, Shuilong, Tulong, and Mulong, which is the fire, metal, water, earth, and wood dragon that appears. Which, by the way, those dragon designs, fucking good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. I'd also just like to point out that the change they made for this episode was surprisingly practical, but also I don't understand why they had to change it to this. So, in the manga, the Forbidden Game is specifically a card game where it's basically the same premise, but like each card has like a number assigned to it and an element assigned to it. So you have to, it's the same deal. You discard the cards of the element you don't want, and you go until you have 2 dragons in your hand, which is basically what they do, except with tiles in the anime version. And also in the anime version, their fucked up game has fucked up consequences of like, yeah, we'll sink an island if we lose. I don't understand why they needed to do this. Maybe to raise the stakes visually, but I think having the dragons fight would have been cool enough.
Well, you see, Shibuya, they had to sink an island because...
Yeah! God, what a good fucking bit. Then Miho ruins it by speaking about it. Literally, this episode, there's a moment where she's like, Miho's family was gonna go on vacation, but then the island off the coast sank, and my family thought it was a bad omen, so Miho's not going on vacation. I'm like, shut the fuck up! Stop talking about yourself in the third person. Be normal.
Just die.
I ain't going that far. Again, if wet cardboard stays in the rain, it'll start disappearing. So don't do anything, and she'll end up dying herself.
You just put this bitch out in the fucking rain like fucking Wizard of Oz.
I'm melting.
It would be very funny if at some point we just had like a donation incentive on a stream or something of buy a cardboard cutout, not quite life size or similar, of Miho, and then destroy it live on stream. That could be incredibly funny.
Specifically of the Smormu one.
Oh my god.
And just make it life-sized to Smormu.
That would be really funny.
We would have to do
Holy
it during
shit.
like a meetup or something. That way we can get multiple camera angles of just each of us kicking the shit out of it.
It's the JoJo Part 5 gif, but in real life.
Yeah.
And Bio's the Abachi just sitting there sipping on some coffee, watching us beat the shit out of this cardboard standee, thinking about it for a second, and then joining in.
If you want to see this video happen, I don't know.
Don't make any promises. There are no plans for this yet. It's just a funny potential idea.
I don't fucking know. Maybe we'll run a fundraiser or something at some point that'll just be like fucking Millennium Mike live meetup and episode recording. That way we can get a fucking plane ticket funded, because some of us are poor.
There goes Hawaii.
There goes Hawaii. For real though, if people would be interested in like a con meetup sort of thing, literally just mention conventions. Mention potential conventions that you think would be cool, and I don't know, bring it up to like con staff and just be like, hey, I think it'd be cool to get Millennium Mike as a guest or something, because guests usually get passes, so that would be more feasible for us. Potentially, I don't fucking know. These are all hypotheticals. That would be really cool, but there's no guarantees on it, so just keep that in mind.
I got nothing for this episode, by the way.
Well, I was gonna say, what part of the episode are we on right now?
We were just talking about like the differences between the manga and the anime. Where in the manga it's a card game, and then here it's tiles, and also real life Japan gets destroyed.
Yeah, the same thing happens here.
There goes
No,
Real
no.
life Japan gets destroyed.
This is show only. Like in the manga, there's no consequences for the actual country of Japan.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, that was a fucking anime original decision, and honestly, I don't hate it. It's fucked up.
It's a little goofy, but I don't mind it.
It adds weird level of stakes, like,
Yeah.
and it makes it a little bit more believable that game needs to be sealed the fuck away.
Yeah. Genuinely. And then they completely changed the ending of the episode by just being like, yeah, so when he unlocked the thing, he had an evil start growing in his heart, and the jar took the evil part of him, so the good part is still there.
There was an evil spirit lurking within him. This doesn't sound familiar at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's just like, Yugi, I need to lock this back up. My dad's gonna kill me if he finds out. Please. Please. Please, Yugi. Please, friend.
Well, since you were possessed, I'll do it once as a favor. But one more time and I'll fucking kill you.
All right.
That was him standing in the doorway, just like about to leave before he asked.
All right. So, let's get to the wrap up segment.
Hold on.
Oh,
I want to say something.
okay.
I feel like I still hold the idea that if this series stayed like this, with like just week to week things like this and people showing up with Millennium items and it didn't just focus on the card game, that this would have been really fucking good.
Yes.
It would have been real neat, yeah.
It would have been like Death Note's level of crazy good.
I wish we could have gotten more of this. Like, even just as standalone.
We needed more manga where it's stuff like this, where it's just like psychological things.
Yeah.
Especially because this would have made, having other people show up and just Yugi playing a multitude of different games would have made the title King of Games hold just a little better.
A little bit. But hey, you
Also,
can never account for what the fuck gets popular with kids.
All right, so now we can continue.
All right. Least favorite
Least
game.
favorite.
I think we can all unanimously say which one it is.
Raijin High.
No.
The last one, whatever
What?
No.
whatever that last one was. Yeah.
The Jar. Shora, what is your least favorite game?
That is honestly a little bit of a difficult question because
Okay.
most of the games here were good. Oh, fuck.
That's fair.
I appreciated the stakes of the original version of the chloroform game more, so I'm going to say the weakest for me was the chloroform game for this.
I chose Chloroform Game because I had to stare at that fucker's face.
That's also fair.
And it was part of the episode that had me the most viscerally upset throughout.
But Shibuya, that's a good game because it punishes the piece of shit.
No, he just gets chloroformed. Like, he doesn't go to jail for his actions. He doesn't get, like, taken away by cops for almost raping a girl. None of that happens. Where's real justice?
The real justice is that he gets exposed as a fraud to everyone in his school. Granted, yeah, he doesn't get sent to jail or juvie or something for what he almost did, but
It's not enough. We need to publicly shame this man. Throw one rock at his head. Call it a day, at least. Something.
yeah.
Sometimes physical violence can be the way.
Yeah.
Favorite game?
Bomb game.
Raijin High.
Bomb game for me as well.
I like the mini golf.
Troy, did you say Raijin High?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually really liked the fact that Dark Yugi was on like the back foot for most of it. That was neat. It actually felt like there were stakes to it.
You know, that's fair.
It's also the only one where it's like there's a respect there for the person playing it because they don't cheat and therefore don't get a shadow penalty game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think some of the best duels in this show can be the ones where both people are playing on a level playing field. And it's just a genuine back and forth of, like, wits and strategy. You don't see that often, but when you do, it's pretty good. Favorite jobber? This is going to be interesting.
Raijin High lady.
Yeah, I liked Eileen.
Eileen was cool.
I also said her. She's not a cheat, and even though she tries to extort Yugi by nearly killing Anzu, that's like the baseline in this series. So
Tie for close second would be the Macbeth Witch Sisters and fucking Frieza voice actor Bomber, because both of them were real good.
Yeah,
Bomber
I like
was very
the
funny.
girls.
I'll give you that.
I'll go with that.
Okay. And then important question. Did anybody not deserve it in
No.
these episodes?
I don't think the doctor deserved it.
Every penalty game was deserved.
Kidding.
In some cases, they deserved worse.
He killed people, Bio!
Yeah, I'm ignoring Bio. Little Sad Boy didn't really deserve to get possessed by an evil demon and made to be evil.
Yeah, but he didn't.
I mean, that's fine, but it gets fixed by the end.
He didn't get a penalty game, so I don't really take it into consideration.
Yeah.
That's fair enough, yeah.
As far as, like, did anybody deserve the outcome of their episode? I think everybody basically got what was coming to them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm thinking, who deserved the consequences of their actions?
Yeah. The only person who deserved worse was fucking Chloroform bitch. I'm gonna put him 6 feet under and he'll never wake up. Alright, the next episodes we were watching. We are watching episodes 19 through 24.
Woo!
For the next recording. And episode 4 of Millennium Mike is going to be dropping on August 13th. So,
Episode 4?
Episode 4 of Season 0 of Millennium Mike.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I write it out that way in my notes, so I get if it's confusing, but like...
I'm excited. Did you guys watch the preview for the next set of episodes?
I did not.
I did.
I
see the preview image for the next episode on the wiki, and I have a feeling it's a cardboard.
Would you like to know what is in store for us in the next episodes?
I'm scared, but sure.
Well, at the beginning of this episode, this last one, I was like, but where do we get Bakura?
Oh, are we literally starting on Bakura?
Boy.
Bakura is one of the next few episodes, along with Kaiba's butler and GozaBuroKaiba.
Oh, boy.
Let's fucking go!
And the last character they showed was Mokuba.
Yeah!
This next set is the most goated set we will ever have.
Goated with the sauce!
I have a feeling that we're going to get nothing but goated episodes from here on out.
Unfortunately, Miho will still be in them, so they'll get the Miho debuff. But
I mean, yeah, but like, could be worse.
They're gonna be 8s at worst, I hope, and it'll be very exciting. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go! I'm so ready.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Hell yeah, dude.
And
Alright. Anything you want to say to the viewers before we sign off and do our funny bit?
Floss your teeth, eat your broccoli.
Our funny bit.
Good advice?
Rest in peace, Hawaii.
Like a sign-off thing.
Can't believe Hawaii's gone forever.
I was asking if anybody had it. You don't need to have a bit by it. It's okay. No, you're good. You're good. I asked for an intro quote. I don't ask for an outro quote. That's just improv if you have
Bio,
it.
salute Hawaii. Hawaii's gone.
Everybody,
It was lost to the dragons.
everybody put RIP Hawaii in the comments.
If you got this far in the episode, please type RIP Hawaii in the comments so the people who've never seen an episode of Millennium Mike don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm gonna start looking up like what happened to Hawaii.
Thank you for listening to the Millennium Microphone. This podcast, as always, is something that we would not be able to continue doing as often as we do without your guys' continued support. So, from the bottom of all of our hearts, thank you so much for listening and watching every other week. We really do appreciate it. A reminder that we have stretch goals on our Patreon where you can help support us, not only watching GX and 5Ds and Zeal, but if we reach Zeal, we'll put up solid numbers for Arc V. Maybe Vrains, maybe even 7s, but that's thinking very long term. For now, if you're interested, go check it out. If you're interested in our podcasting cousin, so to speak, we also have Dipships, the legitimate boating podcast that Carl runs. You can go check that out in the description. If you'd like to follow any of our social media, those are also in the description, usually Twitter and Twitch. So you can go ahead and follow us there, follow the Millennium Mike Twitter, all the usual stuff. We hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you next game.